Hi, and welcome back to my channel. Today's topic is about how to calculate property wholesaler assignment fees. If you find the information in this video helpful, please like and subscribe for more. So, what is property wholesaling? Property wholesaling is when there is a seller who is interested in selling their home, and the property wholesaler actually acts as a middle person. That property wholesaler goes into contract with the seller, an agreement to sell. In that agreement to sell, you have the capability of attempting to try and locate a buyer. Once a buyer is found, then that middle person or that property wholesaler assigns the contract that they have with the seller over to a buyer. Once that transaction occurs, then that property wholesaler is able to actually collect what is called an assignment fee. That assignment fee can range from $500 on up. So it just depends on your state. You need to make sure that you contact your state to determine if property wholesaling is something that is legal in your area. If it is, then the sky is basically the limit. There is no minimums nor maximums to collect as long as you stay within your state or your city's legal guidelines. You would hate to actually get a contract and a buyer and waste all that time and effort, and you're not even able to collect your assignment fee. So you want to make sure that it's actually worth it. So how do you actually calculate your assignment fee? For example, if you have a seller who is interested in selling their home for $80,000, the comps actually say that it's worth $300,000, but you sell it to or assign it to a buyer for $100,000. Then the difference between that $100,000 and that $80,000 is a $20,000 spread that actually goes into your pocket that you can use as assignment fees. You want to make sure that whenever you enter into a contract with a seller, that it's actually worth something for you, the seller, and most importantly, for the buyer. So you want to make sure that everybody's happy, the seller is happy because they have their $80,000, you get a $20,000 spread, and most importantly, the buyer also is pleased because you want them, number one, to keep on coming back. And then number two, they're pleased because they actually will get a $100,000 property that's actually worth $300,000. So they get a nice spread. Before you actually enter into a contract with the seller and the buyer, you want to make sure that you have full transparency. You want to have transparency with the seller, indicating that you are a property wholesaler, and that the buyer will actually be the one that will pay your fees. Because a lot of times, sellers are always concerned that they will actually have to pay any fees, but that's the good thing between a realtor and a property wholesaler. A realtor will collect the commission, and typically the seller actually pays those realtor fees. With a property wholesaler, the buyer actually pays the assignment fees. So that will be a plus for you as well as the seller, because the seller wants all of the money that they are able to get and put it in their pocket. It just depends on how well you do your marketing to find buyers as well as sellers. Drop a line in the comments discussing the different types of opportunities that you've had in property wholesaling and how much you've been able to actually make in wholesaling.